In this video I'm going to show how to assemble the doors and the windows, and you can see we need some special tools. We need a hardwire cutter for the doorknobs and our number 74 drill bit, safety glasses. The square is already taped down. So I'm going to start with the easiest door, that's the lower door. But I wanted to point out about the painting, just to mention that if you want to paint something like this black striker plate, what you need is a very good quality round brush, and it doesn't have to be these little tiny brushes. I have trouble with those because they clog up with paint. So I use a bigger brush, and if it's a good quality brush, it'll come to a very fine tip. This brush is from Master's Touch, which I got at Hobby Lobby. Basically, you're going to try to paint using the lines that are scribed in the door, and if the paint goes slightly over the line, then you can just gently scrape it off with a knife. So I actually go back and forth between putting paint on a little bit and then scraping off with the knife if it goes beyond the lines. Well, anyway, to assemble the door, first we're going to put the door skin onto the main door part. So this is just what we've been doing before. It's just peel and stick. And these two parts line up. They're the same exact size, so I just actually use my fingers to get this one aligned and press it into place. And then the door backing, you have to pay attention in the instructions to whether it goes aligned with the top edge or the bottom edge. So the lower floor door, we're going to align with the top edge, and that's so that you can fit it in past the floor. And I'm actually going to leave a little bit extra sticking up. That's going to help hold the door in place. So I just press it onto the back. And then to install it in the building, first you test fit it. Should have done that before putting the back on. So you should test fit. You put the skin on the main door, test the fit. It should go in very easily, not have to press it in. And then you apply the back, and then you just put glue along the door edge. I use Aleene's glue for that. And then you put it in place, and when you press it in, the adhesive on the backing piece will hold it in place while the glue sets. So that's the lower door, and to install the doorknob, we're going to drill a hole. So there's a hole started in this plate there, and this is the 74 drill, and you just take your time. You don't want to push on these little drills, but it really doesn't take very long to drill through. So I'm going to cut the pin. So that's a safety glasses thing. So I'm going to cut the pin down to size. You got to kind of keep track of this. You got to kind of, you can lose it on your tabletop here. So you kind of keep track of where it is. It's very small now. And then this is an Optivisor job for me. So this works best for me with a pair of pliers with serrated jaws. So I'm going to pick up the doorknob. And then you should be able to just press it through the hole you drilled. Yeah, and then you have a nice doorknob there. You get it to about the height that looks right. And then we're going to apply a little cyanoacrylate, ACC. Use a little pin for this on the back side. cut the pin a little short, but usually there'll be some sticking out. And you can apply it on the front side too. It's we're going to paint this again when we paint the doorknob. So a little bit on the front side. It's not going to show. So then you paint the doorknob, and then you're all set. That's the lower door. And the upper door is pretty much the same. You just have this plastic piece. You can see I've painted this the regular yellow color, and then this is the half yellow, half white color. And you just make sure that you're aligning these windows with the clear part. Line it up by hand. Press it on. Here you have some nice small window panes. Okay, you're going to check the fit in the doorway. Make sure it goes in easy. And then we'll just put this backing on. And this time we're going to align the bottom edges. So this doesn't have to be as precise as some of the other things do, but you want to end up with some of the adhesive part showing all around. So again, we're going to drill that out and put a doorknob in there, and then just apply glue around the edges and press it into place in the opening. And I thought I'd show you how I do the windows. This is the first one that is called out in the instructions. So I've got my square again. I'm just going to press that into place. And I only cut out what I need because these are all very similar in size. So I need the E5 for the lower sash. And I'm just going to peel this backing off. You have to kind of watch, because this is so thin, sometimes the backing doesn't come off in one piece. So you may have to watch and make sure that you're getting the whole backing off. Alright, and then I'm going to put the frame on the tip of my knife, like that. And then I'm going to press the window into place. So you can use anything to press it into place. So you're going to press it up so it's firmly against the square, and then you just put the frame against the square before it hits, and then push it down into place. And then I always flip this over and push down on it to kind of make a firm thing, not with my fingers usually. And then I do the upper sash here. So this is an unusual part in the carrier sheet because both the tabs are on the top. That's to avoid damaging that really delicate scroll down the bottom. So we're going to take the top sash, take off our backing, and we're going to do the same thing. So I put it on the tip of the knife, push the window into place, push this sash up against the square, and it lines up very nicely, very easy. Tap it into place, turn it over, press. Now I have a nice double hung window.